How we doing, guys? And it's finished Liverpool 1, Arsenal 0, and it took an absolute worldie to beat us today. But let's get this out here immediately. We deserved nothing because when it comes to Arsenal and in an attacking sense, we have no courage. We do not have any balls to take the game to the opposition. When we play in these big games away from home at a place like Anfield, it looks like we're setting up to take a draw, move on, and there's no attempt to win the game. We know that we're solid at the back. We know that we've suffered an injury with William Saliba within the first couple of minutes. But it doesn't excuse the fact that a Liverpool side that were there for the taking have had the most comfortable afternoon they will ever have. Now, Mikel Moreno starting the game, I called it in my preview. I said that if Odegaard does not start, then I can see Mikel Moreno playing because that's what Arteta will do. But whilst I can accept that, and whilst we were able to dominate Liverpool's midfield and snuff out anything that they were threatening to do, I cannot sit here and give you any reason why Martinelli should have started that game. Absolutely none. And in the first 20 minutes, there was a moment that emphasised Martinelli to a T. And it's exactly why he's been left behind and why Arsenal need to cash in, sell him, and replace him with somebody else. He has the ball, and there's a moment where you can put Gyökeres through. He's got that half a yard where you can slide him through. But your head's down looking at the floor, that by the time you look up, you're running out of play. It reminds me of Forrest Gump, where he just keeps running. You need to stick people behind the goal to tell him to stop. He doesn't even know when the line is there. It's just constant. Head down, run, 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 Forrest, run. That is all it is with Martinelli, and I'm bored of it. It's the one area of the team that we need to address. Martinelli has been left behind. He's had one good season. That's it. Oh, he works hard. So? He's an attacking player. He's meant to make the difference in the final third. Not what goes on at the back. Honestly. I love Mikel Arteta. But that today, he's got to take responsibility because it's not good enough. They're playing with the handbrake on. Let the handbrake off. We're not saying be open and just completely let Liverpool play to their strengths or anything. We already know defensively we're solid. But let the forward players off the leash. Let them play. Let them be expressive. Let them attack. We can still be solid at the back. But let them express themselves. They're literally stuck in one position and they're not allowed to move. And you look at the last 20 minutes when Eze come on, for example. A player that's got a bit of freedom about him, that maverick style. Look at the difference. Look at the problems he was causing. And the way he takes players on. I haven't seen Martinelli do that for over 2 years. Let's remember that Liverpool were playing with Dominic Szoboszlai as a right back. Martinelli's got way more pace than him and he never takes him on. Honestly. So Mikel, let the handbrake off because if you don't, we're going to end up in the same place we always are come May, which is with nothing. Nothing. We've got more than enough ability there to do the job. We've got more than enough players there and the ability to win the league. But if you're going to approach these games in such a cowardly way that we just don't attempt to do anything, then you're liable to get hit with one of these moments. You know, Liverpool never opened us up. They didn't do anything that made me sit there and go, oh no. It was an absolute worldie of a free kick. He could try that another 5-6 times and he might only get it the once. But you leave yourself open to that with the way that you play tactically. Can I take some positives from today? The performance of Mascara coming in for William Saliba. Another injury. Apparently he was warming up and was injured, and that's where it actually happened. And he said he could play, and within 4 minutes he was done. But Mascara, superb. Superb. I thought Madueke had a really good game. First half, he had Kirkez on toast. Second half, you just didn't get the ball out to him enough. You know, and the rest of it, it was just comfortable. It was very comfortable. Liverpool are not going to be that reserved in the way that they play. And when I say that we never took the game to Liverpool, Liverpool never took the game to us. But the big difference is that Liverpool couldn't take the game to us because our defence is so good. But we didn't take the game to Liverpool because we were just scared. It wasn't because Liverpool's defence is great. It's because we were scared. We were too scared to go and take some risks, to go and get that goal. If you go and get that goal, then I don't mind you setting up and just being rigid and seeing the game out and doing the same thing that you did against Manchester United. But at the end of the day, Liverpool were there for the taking. We've seen in their first 2 games how weak they are defensively. But yet today, they would have had one of their most comfortable games. People can sit there and criticise Gyökeres all day long. But what's he supposed to do with that kind of supply? What on earth is that? We've played for so long without an actual number 9 that now we've got a number 9, we forgot how to play with a number 9. Multiple times the ball needs to be played. Does he get it? No. So he's being used as a battering ram up front. And when that doesn't work, it just looks horrendous. So what's the point in signing him if you're not going to play to his strengths? What's the point? Absolutely rubbish. Rubbish. And we end up going to lose the game. I would have been pissed if we would have drawn the game because they were there for the taking. But the fact that we've actually lost the game makes it even worse. Really? I'd rather Liverpool beat us and they were just so much better. They were exceptional. We couldn't live with them. Anfield was this most hostile, but it wasn't. It was none of that. None of that at all. It felt flat in the ground. There were moments where Liverpool started to sing and were trying to get the players going. But it was just flat all round. And Liverpool did not look like they were going to score at all. And they looked like they were happy to take a 0-0 as well. But like I said, Liverpool didn't do anything to us in an attacking sense because we're so good defensively. But we didn't do anything to Liverpool in an attacking sense because we didn't have any balls. We didn't have the courage to attempt to break them down. It was all safe. It was nice. And now you've got to sit for 2 weeks whilst crap international football is on and stew over this. Honestly, I'm so annoyed at that performance. You've got to let the handbrake off, Mikel. You have to let it off. Do not start by taking away what Eze's good at. Don't start that. Don't start pinning him into an area where he can't do anything and he can't be expressive and whatever. He was like that today because he's still got those traits about him and it hasn't been stopped. And that would be my concern. We're too reserved. We're too, let's just, make sure we don't lose. So frustrating. So frustrating. And there we go. We lose. Simple as that. 2 weeks to listen to this crap. Absolutely fuming by that performance. Absolutely fuming. No guts at all. No guts. No balls to take the game to Liverpool and go and grab a win. None at all. None at all. There we go. Transfer window tomorrow. Let's hope that we can sell Martinelli. If not, let's stick him in the bin. Terrible footballer. One good season. Simple as that. Forest Martinelli. Run, Martinelli, run. Stop, stop, stop. Seriously. You know what to do if you haven't already. Like, subscribe, all the rest of it. And I'll see you lot soon. I'm out of here.